Hey ambitious professionals, it's Linda Rayner of lindarainer.com, guiding you to a career and life you'll truly enjoy. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you 6 tips on how you can successfully work with a recruiter or headhunter in order to land your next job offer. As a career strategist, I've had the honor of being able to help numerous professionals land their dream job offers. And so if this is something that you're interested in working with me one-on-one to stand out and get hired, I can give you details about that at the end of this video. As a former recruiter or headhunter myself, I know firsthand that there are many professionals out there who have had fairly good experiences or even amazing experiences working with recruiters and headhunters to land their job opportunities, whereas others may not have had such a great experience. The difference in your experience comes down to a combination of things, and those are things that you can control. And so today I'm going to teach you 6 tips on how you can successfully work with an executive recruiter or headhunter in order to land your next job. Now, before we get into it, let's just first clarify what exactly are headhunters or executive recruiters. So executive recruiters and headhunters are individuals who work for agencies or recruitment firms, and they're separate from the companies that have open job positions. So essentially, these companies or organizations, the companies that you actually may be interested in applying to, are outsourcing their recruiting duties to a recruitment firm, and they're getting these recruiters or headhunters to find job candidates that are suitable for the roles that they have open. So that means these headhunters or recruiters have access to a multitude of roles, of open opportunities that different companies have come to them to help them find job candidates for. And one more important point to remember about recruiters and headhunters is a lot of them tend to work on what's called a contingency basis. Contingency meaning that they'll only get paid by the company if they're able to find the successful candidate, and that is one that is going to be hired by the organization. So they get a commission, let's say, for being able to find the successful job candidate. So you can imagine that recruiters and headhunters have to really search and scope the entire market to find that one diamond, that one perfect fit for that organization. And so they're dealing with a lot of people at a time. But at the same time, even though they're dealing with a lot of people, they can still be very helpful to you specifically in your job search because you might be that diamond that they're looking for. So let's talk about how can executive recruiters and headhunters be helpful and useful to you. Recruiters and headhunters are especially helpful to you if you know how to find them and how to work with them. So let's dive into the 6 tips on how to successfully work with recruiters and headhunters to land your next job offer. Tip number 1. Proactively reach out to recruiters or headhunters via LinkedIn who recruit in the field you're looking to get into. Don't be afraid to reach out to external recruiters and headhunters because they need to know that you exist. So email them, LinkedIn message them, call them, send them your resume, and let them know that you're interested in the open opportunities that they have available. Tip number 2. Know what you're looking for. When you get the opportunity to meet with a recruiter or headhunter, don't go into that meeting saying that you are open to any jobs they have available. The worst type of job candidate for headhunters and recruiters are ones that are open to just any job. They have no clear idea of what it is they want. You want any job? You'll get no job. So know what you want and make sure that it reasonably lines up with your experience, your abilities, your qualifications, and be mindful of the job title that you want, the salary, the location, and the industry. Make sure that you articulate all of those items to the recruiter and headhunter so that they have a clear idea of what it is that they need to find for you. Tip number 3, perfect your tell me about spiel. All headhunters or recruiters really want to know is a brief explanation of your background, your skills, and what you're able to do and what type of job fits you next. As I said earlier, some recruiters aren't technically specialized in the line of work that you come from, so don't get into the nitty-gritty details and start explaining acronyms and things that they probably won't understand. Be very concise and be to the point when you're explaining your background to the recruiter. And for more tips on this, see my other video called Tell Me About Yourself, How to Answer This Question. Tip number 4 to successfully working with recruiters is to make sure that your resume and LinkedIn are top notch. You want to give really good reasons for the headhunter to want to call you back by having a really attractive and compelling resume and LinkedIn profile. As I always say, headhunters, recruiters, employers, they only take 5 to 10 seconds to review your resume. And if they don't see what they're looking for in those first 5 to 10 seconds, then you're getting shoved aside. So you really want to make sure that your profile, your LinkedIn profile, and your resume are top-notch, are attractive, and are compelling. And if you need help in that department, then a good way to start is to download my 10 Ultimate Resume Hacks to land you more interviews and job offers, which is located in the link below, or you can review any other resume-related videos or LinkedIn profile videos on my channel. And if you reviewed all of those and you still need help, then definitely check out my course, Top Notch Resume. The link is in the description box below. Tip number 5, be open and flexible to both talking and not talking. Working with a headhunter means that sometimes they're going to call you during work hours to tell you that they got you an interview or that there's an open opportunity available and they want to ask you about it. So if you're still working at a company while you're searching for a new one, you have to be open and flexible to taking those calls. Now, of course, you have to set some guidelines and let the recruiter know when you're not and you are available, but be willing to run off discreetly to take those phone calls because you never know. Those opportunities that they're talking to you about might be the next one for you. Now, when it comes to not talking, if you're finding that the recruiter isn't calling you back, don't take it personally. I can tell you from firsthand experience that there have been times where, as a recruiter in the past, where I did not respond to people, but that's just simply because I had so many people reaching out to me and so many profiles to look through, so many resumes to look through that I had to prioritize. So if I felt that somebody was not the right fit for an opportunity, they likely didn't hear from me until there was an opportunity that was the right fit for them. So if you're finding you're in that stage where you're not hearing back from these recruiters, well, move on to somebody else or just let it be. Don't put too much weight on a recruiter or a headhunter to really help you to find a next position. It's going to be a matter of luck and timing. And if they happen to have something that is the perfect right fit for you and you've done everything in your power to sell yourself to them and make sure that they see that you're the right fit, then you'll have a good chance. I know that it's really easy to get upset and blame a recruiter for why you still don't have a job, but you have to remember that their priority is finding the right fit for the company that is going to be paying their commission. And so their priority is to find the person who's the right match. And so if you're not hearing back from them, it's likely because you're not the right match. So then you have to be really honest with yourself and you have to ask yourself, what is it about me that is not the right match for what they're looking for? If it's a technical thing, they really wanted a certain type of technical experience, then leave it at that. Okay, it just so happens I don't have that experience. Or if it's that you've gone on interviews for that opportunity and you didn't get the job, you have to ask yourself deeper questions as to, I think I was the right fit for the position, but maybe there was something else. Maybe it was my communication. Maybe it was something in the way I presented myself in the interview. And you have to be willing to make adjustments within yourself and in order to successfully get the next job the next time that something comes around. And this ties into tip number 6, which is to be honest. If you are seriously looking for a new position, let the recruiter know. But if you're not that serious and you just want to hear what opportunities are available, also let the recruiter know. You're only doing a disservice for yourself and the recruiter when you're wasting each other's time by looking at opportunities that you'll never consider anyways. Being dishonest will cause you to lose credibility with anyone, and that includes recruiters. So you really want to be careful of that. So there you have it, my 6 tips on how to work with a recruiter so that you can land your next job opportunity. Now, if you've been in this situation where you've been working with recruiters, you've been searching on your own, you've been going on interviews and nothing has been successful and you're ready to make a career change, then feel free to reach out to me. Head on over to my website, lindarainer.com/standoutgethired. Read through the page. If you feel that you're ready for one-on-one professional help, then I can definitely help you. You just have to fill out the application form, and from there, one of my team members will review it. If it seems that we're a potential match, then we'll reach out to you directly. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in